Not all foods are created equal. Some promote fat burning, while others promote weight gain. And in this video, I'm going to give you my top 8 list of foods that puts your body in fat burning mode so you can finally lose all your unwanted belly fat. These are the exact same list of foods that I recommend to all my students inside my Fat Loss Accelerator program, and they've all gotten some amazing results. So you know it works. Before we get started, give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell to get notified every time I post a new video every week. Okay, for this to make sense, you need to know a little bit about basic human physiology. And I'm gonna give you the ultimate truth about fat loss that a lot of so-called experts never bother to talk about. Here it is. You ready for it? You cannot reduce body fat on a diet that chronically stimulates high insulin levels. You just can't. It's not just calories in versus calories out. Your body is more than just a mathematical equation. You have no calorie counter in your stomach anyway. Your body does, however, have a physiological response to all the foods that you eat. Again, not all foods are created equal. Some promote fat burning, while others promote weight gain. And if you're trying to lose weight, which one would you rather eat? And you don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that 100 calories of broccoli isn't going to have the same fattening effect as 100 calories of ice cream. So that right away debunks the myth of just calories in versus calories out. And did you know that calorie counting, so eat less and move more, has been proven to have a 99% failure rate? And if you've been struggling to lose weight for a really long time and that's been your method of weight loss, you already know that to be true. Listen, if you really want to lose all your unwanted body fat and keep it off, what you want to do is you want to upregulate your fat burning metabolism, and you achieve that through hormone optimization. And the main hormone that you want to optimize, because it's well within your control, is the hormone insulin, because insulin is what controls your body weight. It's all about moderating your insulin levels. Now, every time you eat, your insulin goes up. And out of all 3 macronutrients, carbs, especially refined carbs and sugar, spike the hormone insulin the most. Protein can also be insulinogenic, but your body has satiety hormones that gets activated when you eat protein, so you're kind of protected there. It's kind of hard to overeat on steak, for example, but with ice cream, there's no limit. While fat, especially pure fat like butter, for example, has little to no effect on your insulin levels. All you need to know is that if your insulin levels are high, you cannot access your body fat and burn it for energy. You just can't. So high insulin blocks fat burning. The problem is, it's not uncommon for the average American or for somebody following a Western diet to consume a mind-blowing 500 to 600 grams of highly insulin-stimulating and fat-promoting carbs daily. You're probably one of them. So the first step is to reduce the amount of carbs in your diet, especially highly refined and processed carbs like chips, bread, pasta, cookies, cereal, granola bars, and the likes. And I'm gonna give you another truth bomb why that is step number 1. Because what you stop eating has far more impact to your health and weight loss than what you start eating. Like if you just reduce the amount of carbs, processed carbs, and sugar in your diet, I guarantee you, and I'm willing to put a lot of money on this, that you're gonna lose weight. Once you do that, it's all about building your diet around foods that don't trigger a high insulin response. That way, once your body is done digesting those foods, you're now metabolically flexible because you didn't trigger a high insulin response, and now your body can start tapping into your fat stores and start burning your excess body fat for energy. That's how this whole thing works. So all the foods that I'm gonna talk about are gonna promote exactly that. Number 1, you wanna eat high quality meat. Ever heard of the saying, you are what you eat? And that's true, but a better version of that is you are what you eat ate. It's important that they come from as many high quality sources as possible. This principle applies to all the foods that I'm gonna talk about, by the way. You wanna buy as much high quality foods as you can afford. Like in a perfect world, you wanna be eating organic, wild-caught, grass-fed, and grass-finished animal products. But I know that that's not always possible for everyone. The reason why you wanna stay away from feedlot animals is that they're fed with grains and corn, for example. They're fed grains to fatten them up. But grains and corn are highly insulin stimulating or insulinogenic, which means that if you're eating grain-fed meat, you're still inadvertently eating grains. Remember, that's the number 1 thing that we want to start reducing from your diet. Again, you are what you ate. And I totally understand that grass-fed beef is way more expensive than grain-fed beef. But you actually don't need to eat as much protein as you've been led to believe. You actually just need 0.8 grams per pound of lean body mass. Not body weight, lean body mass. So you want to subtract your body fat percentage from your body weight. And once you do a little math, you're going to figure out that you don't need to eat as much protein as you think. Number 2, eggs. This is kind of a no-brainer, but eggs should be a staple in your diet. And in a perfect world, you're eating pasture-raised eggs from happy nesting chickens. Again, I know it's a little bit more expensive, but it's absolutely worth it. Because again, there's a world of difference when it comes to the nutritional value between pasture-raised eggs and grain-fed eggs. Because the humble egg is literally one of the most nutritious foods on the planet. It's got tons of good fat, it's got cholesterol and vitamins, and a decent amount of protein. And the yolk specifically is the healthiest part of the egg because that's where all the nutrients are, 13 vitamins and minerals specifically. It's literally the perfect food. Again, it's high in fat and protein, which activates your satiety hormones, so it keeps you full longer and it's delicious. I eat like 4 eggs every day and you can enjoy it in many different ways. You can add it to your salad, you can add it to your meal, or you can simply have it as a snack. Number 3, avocado. Avocado is a pretty unique fruit. While most fruits contain carbs primarily, and if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I'm not a big fan of eating a lot of fruit because of its fructose content specifically and how lipogenic it is. But avocado is the exception. It's high in heart-healthy monounsaturated fat, which again activates your satiety hormones. It's also creamy, fatty, and delicious. It's rich in antioxidants and saturated fats, and 20 other vitamins, minerals, and micronutrients. It also contains fiber, which helps with digestion, and fiber also helps keep you full longer. It's often referred to as a superfood. It can be added to a lot of dishes because of its good flavor and rich texture. It also happens to be the main ingredient in guacamole. Need I say more? Number 4, nuts. Nuts are antioxidant powerhouses. Antioxidants can combat oxidative stress by neutralizing free radicals, which are unstable molecules that may cause cell damage and increase your risk of disease. Like avocado, nuts are full of mono and polyunsaturated fats, which again activates your satiety hormones, as well as a variety of vitamins and minerals. It also makes for a great snack. Almonds, pistachios, cashews, macadamia nuts, Brazil nuts are great options in case you're wondering. And you actually want to stay away from peanuts because peanuts is actually not a nut, it's a legume. And a lot of people don't react to peanuts very well. Also, make sure you're not buying anything that's sweetened like honey roasted nuts, for example. And you want to look specifically for dry roasted nuts because some roasted nuts are still deep fried in highly processed canola oil. Which leads me to number 5, cooking oil. Let's quickly talk about cooking oil because you gotta cook your food with something. Extra virgin oil, coconut oil, macadamia nut oil, avocado oil, and butter should be your only options when it comes to cooking oil. Sunflower, canola, grapeseed, soybean, and other types of seed oil belong in the garbage. Throw it out, like right now, because there's a reason why they're so cheap. Long story short, canola oil and the likes are highly processed and are high in omega-6, which are highly inflammatory and opens you up to all sorts of disease. It becomes toxic when heated at high temperatures and it's just simply not made for human consumption. Like our Paleolithic ancestors didn't deep fry their foods in these toxic oils. And I forget the doctor who said this, I'm gonna look it up, but she said that cooking and using these cheap oils is like drinking radiation because it messes you up all the way down to your DNA level. So if you have those cheap oils at home, and you probably do, you need to toss them out right away. Number 6, Greek yogurt. If you've never tried Greek yogurt, you are in for a treat. It's like eating ice cream guilt-free. Greek yogurt specifically is different from other yogurts because it goes through multiple straining processes to remove the whey. Whey, if you didn't know, is a liquid that contains lactose, a natural sugar found in milk. Why is removing whey a good thing? Well, approximately 65% of the human population has a reduced ability to digest lactose after infancy. And if you're lactose intolerant, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Lactose is no good for your stomach. It also contains probiotic, which are good bacteria, that restores a healthy bacterial balance within the gut. Greek yogurt is also high in fats and protein, and it's absolutely delicious. And ideally, you want to buy the unsweetened version of it because it contains little to no sugar. If you buy the flavored version of it, just make sure you watch your serving size. Number 7, aged cheese. Who doesn't like cheese? What's great about cheese is that it's extremely low in lactose, which again, your body can't process very well, while containing a good amount of protein and fat. An ounce of aged cheddar, for example, has 7 grams of protein and 10 grams of fat. Again, fat and protein activates your satiety hormone, so it's gonna help keep you full longer. It's also absolutely delicious. You can add cheese to your salad, for example, or you can just have it as a snack. Like, I literally can't think of a better snack than nuts and cheese. It's the best. But just a quick reminder, you don't wanna buy low-fat cheese because A, it tastes like cardboard, and B, fat isn't bad for you. You never want to buy low-fat dairy because it's highly processed and low-fat usually means high in sugar. Number 8, dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is full of antioxidants, fiber, and minerals. It's actually one of the best sources of antioxidants on the planet. One study showed that dark chocolate has more antioxidant activity, polyphenols, and flavonols than any other fruits tested, and that includes blueberries and acai berries. It contains a decent amount of soluble fiber, which again helps keep you full longer, and is loaded with minerals like iron, magnesium, copper, manganese, potassium, phosphorus, zinc, and selenium. Basically, dark chocolate is awesome. Listen, I love milk chocolate just like any other human being, but much of the healthy cacao has been stripped away from it and is replaced with sugar. And again, sugar is extremely insulinogenic. There's definitely going to be an adjustment period when you switch from milk chocolate to dark chocolate. I know this because I used to be addicted to milk chocolate, but you gotta make some compromises here. Try to buy at least 85% cacao when you're shopping for it. It's kind of an acquired taste, but you'll get used to it eventually, I promise. Nowadays, I look forward to having a couple of squares of dark chocolate as my treat every single night. Once again, all the foods that I just mentioned will only work if you take out sugar, refined carbs, and toxic oils from your diet. Like, you can't just add these foods to your existing diet and call it a day. It doesn't work like that. And if you're wondering how you can put this all together and how you can implement these foods throughout your day, throughout your week, then keep watching. The next question then becomes, how are you actually supposed to eat if you want to lose weight? Because here's the thing, 80% of your body composition is determined by your diet. You can't just freestyle this part. Do you have a proven plan that you can follow? To help you with that, I want to give you a free copy of my Lean Body Blueprint. This is how I melted all the fat around my stomach without depriving myself of my favorite foods or wasting hours at the gym. It's a simple 4-step process specifically designed for busy professionals, and it's the exact same blueprint that I teach to all my private coaching clients, and they've all gone to see some amazing results. If you want to be the next success story, then download your free copy of the Lean Body Blueprint right now. There's going to be a link somewhere at the top here or in the description box. Just click on it, type in your email, and I'll send it to you right away. All right, that's all I've got. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and share it with your friends. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I post a new video every week. And hey, leave a comment below if you have any questions about this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. First, a high five.